Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hofstra Esports Draft League Week 5. We have had a very exciting week full of lots of intense matches. And this is
Yeah,
Cygnus, joined by.
Daniel 1018.
And scrumptious bread.
Mm-mm-mm.
Very tasty.
Tasty, how dare you say the name. Anyways,
Delicious.
whatever. But yeah, we got some fun matches this week.
Delectable. Yeah, definitely. And here we are starting with a match from our very own Daniel 1018 up against Taboo and the Agents of Shieldon. Here we're seeing Daniel's Judgment Day bringing in Meowscarada, Crocolore, Mousehold, Klefki, Hisui and Quillfish, and Annihilate. Very interesting team there. And their opponent is the familiar lineup of the Agents of Shieldon with Espathra, Screamtail, Golden Go, Grimmsnarl, Glamora, and Okidogi.
The cheese man.
Yeah.
Welcome to
A very a
Cheeseland.
very easy to pilot team, I'll say that much.
Welcome to Cheeseland.
Yeah.
There are many great attractions here. Over here is the Swiss attraction. The American attraction is over here, and then there is the Provolone. We do not talk about the Provolone.
Absolutely
All I'm
not.
saying, great bagging track. Great bagging track. But yeah, with this match, I was testing with Armando, and this gave me some real trouble. These matches, those test games were hell on earth, dude. Like, Armando, you can corroborate. Neither of us wanted to be doing this.
Yeah, no.
Neither of us wanted to be doing this.
Those
It's a
games
very
felt like
easy
Sisyphus
Pokemon.
pulling up the boulder and then going back down and then suffering the whole way through. It was not a
Yeah.
fun time.
hey, hey, at least by the time of the game Hades, he's just a jolly fellow.
hmm But it's gonna take a lot more Pokemon Showdown games for him to get Jollo to get
Yeah.
Jolly with
Yeah.
this
Jollo?
team. Jollo, yeah.
Actually, he can be jolly anytime he wants. Just change that nature. You know what I'm
True.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Use your mints. But we digress anyway.
That Grimmsnarl looks like he needs a mint. Anyways,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, this is an interesting matchup.
Perhaps?
It's kind of relying on
Yeah.
getting rid of what's it called? Why am I blanking on the
Screams.
Jigglypuff? Screamtail. Yeah, I always
Yeah.
forget his name.
Yeah, I hate that thing. Hate
The
it
Squirtle's
so
big
much.
here, yeah. I'm interested to see what Crocolore does here.
It does something,
Um,
Hmm.
from what I
Here myself,
remember.
this is one of the things I've been looking forward to seeing in this draft league season the most since our draft has happened.
Yeah, Crocodile is one little bulky boy. That's kind of all he does.
Yeah.
He
All
stands
right.
there
I
and
say
you
we should
can't beat
get.
him. But yeah.
Yeah, I say we should get started now. Yeah.
Let the games begin.
In
Here
the
we see the
picture.
picture Mousehold coming in up against Grimmsnarl from Taboo. Grimmsnarl starting off with an immediate taunt on the mouse, stopping that tidy up turn one. And it does get Reflect up there.
One,
But even with
two,
Reflect, what will Pop
three,
Bomb do?
4,
four,
5,
5, 6, 7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
Yeah.
Did it!
Yay!
Goodbye.
And there's Parting Shot. Parting Shot plus
Uh-oh.
Reflect definitely mitigates what that can do. And Pop Bomb can't even hit Golden Go here. But Taunt goes off very quickly as Mouse switches into Crocolore.
The trick.
What will Golden Go do with the Eviolite?
Not a lot.
That's his new
Yeah,
toy.
that's that Scarf. Flamethrower won't do much to Grimmsnarl. It'll do even less now.
Oh
Ice Beam
my
frees up.
goodness, lives on 1
Yeah,
HP.
the 1 HP.
Yeah.
But,
Ah,
Out comes
the
the Ace.
genius! The parting shot
Defiant
genius!
into the Parting Shot. What a maneuver. Glamora comes out. Will we see a Brick Break here to get rid of these screens? We'll start with Immortal Spin getting in Poison off onto the Ape. the Earthquake brings Claymore down to his sash, even with Reflect. Toxic Spikes go up, but I don't think Annihilate's wanting to switch anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, then again, a 2.5 times attack Annihilate plus quad effective,
yeah.
that will bring down to sash.
Yeah, with the parting shot proccing Defiant there.
Yeah.
There, and
Yeah.
Toxic Spikes are, but you're not going to want to switch anytime
The
soon. Golden Gun
recover.
comes back out. Forgetting that... Taboo probably forgetting...
No, it was just a misclick. It was just a very unfortunate misclick.
Oh no. You hate
It
to
happens.
see you hate to see the misclick.
But yeah, I am surprised we didn't see
I think
Scream
he
Tail
was
earlier.
expecting it to outspeed.
This is the best way to stall out
Yeah,
this
Scream Tail
Annihilate.
gets off a good protect onto the Rage Fist as that poison damage keeps chipping away at the ape. Scream Tail opts for a wish though, just going down in one shot from it regardless.
That parting
Maybe
shot
trying
read
for
is
double
costing a
protect
lot.
probably would have been the going for the double protect probably would have been the better option there. Grimstorm does get Reflect back up at least, but Brick Break got a pointless crit to get rid of it right away.
Yeah, he was at 1 HP. I kind of knew, like, if Grimstall's out, just Brick Break. It will kill and it will negate any screens that he's set up.
Doki barely manages to hang on and get a bulk up, but this bulk up is probably too late. Too little too late.
Yeah.
The ape is
just kind of
strong.
rage fist here.
And now
The ape is strong
down.
in this one. Yeah, saving Espathra for last.
Succumbs to his poison. And now, will Espathra pull off the reverse sweep against this Hisuian Quillfish? Which just has the perfect typing to go against Espathra. Does get the cut lined off. But Quillfish does lean more towards physical attacks, and that crunch will do a hefty amount. Espathra has speed boost off. Can't go for sword power into this thing. Aaron just stalling with protect there. Getting some of that recovery and another speed boost.
Yeah, after realizing that all he had was Dazzling Gleam and probably stored power, I knew I kind of just won.
Yeah, seeing Gleam there and probably going for stored power, I'm pretty sure that's the same as Pathra set that I faced week 1.
Yeah, it's a pretty common Espathra set, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty good, bog standard.
Yeah, I think...
Hard to go wrong. This was just one of those situations.
I've used Espathra in a draft league previous, and this was a set that kind of hard carried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best out here for Aaron was probably... I understand like keeping Espathra because Espathra seems like the best way to counter sweep, but I felt like Okidogi probably would have been better late game, just because... if it had like Drain Punch... Yeah, he can set a bulk up, can heal up a little bit. Toxic Chain.
I ran a rematch with Aaron after this, and Okidogi did actually mess me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it did some numbers. I still won, but it still did a lot to my team.
You know, I'm still waiting to see Annihilate do something this season.
Yeah, he's really on the bench. Because he's dead.
Yeah.
He died. Again.
You really didn't do much.
Yeah. He'll get him next week, though. He'll get him next week.
Yeah, trust.
Now here we go to my match against Armando.
Hello.
The battle of the commentators here. I guess I should take the lead for commentary here since both of you guys know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
So just as a preface, before we started our match and before we even started team building, we agreed to make Volbeat and Starly our Terra captains, and we would lead them and we would not switch them out until one went down.
Yes, that is true.
Battle of the Titans, you might say.
Unfortunately, though, it wasn't until team building that I realized just how much Starly is outstatted by Volbeat.
Yeah, Volbeat, sweet baby.
Maybe a baby isn't prepped against a technically fully evolved Pokemon.
Yeah, no, Volbeat's a fully grown adult. Look at him hopping around.
I keep forgetting that Volbeat stats are actually not that awful overall, all things considered.
How dare you assume my goat was washed? No. Volbeat is clean.
Yeah.
It's nasty with it.
So, aside from Volbeat and Starly, what were you guys thinking in the team building process here?
Yeah, honestly, this team terrified me. I just knew that I needed all hands on deck, and I mean, I figure can't really go into a match without my trusty Darkrai. It's just so good. And one thing I was worried about was Galarian Wheezing, which is why I figured that I definitely wanted Metagross and probably Galarian Slowking as well. And I was also so worried about, like, I also knew I wanted Ogerpon for Heatran and Ditto just as just an all-purpose break glass in case of emergency button. And and also as my counter hazard, since I wasn't bringing Hitmontop due to bringing Ditto instead, I had heavy-duty boots on both Darkrai and Slowking.
Yeah.
So,
I think for me, the Pokemon I was scared of most was probably Metagross, like next to Ditto. Uh, I had a lot of funny Ditto tech that didn't really come into fruition, sadly. But Metagross was kind of scary because it kind of just shat on Heatran. If I didn't run Air Balloon, and it kind of does numbers against the rest of my team. And I can't really OHKO it, or at least I thought I wasn't gonna OHKO it. And then Darkrai, I wasn't really that afraid of Darkrai because I had Wheezing and funny Cleavor Man just because to click a button and win. But other than that, I think I was a little worried about him on top because it could do some interesting things into my team.
yeah,
Greninja's
I
kind of
heavily
just here.
considered bringing it. I heavily considered bringing it. I ultimately decided on running double boots and bringing Ditto instead, though.
But yeah, Heatran's here because he wall stuff. Cleavor's been doing really good. Wheezing was brought to pretty much every game.
I was also so thinking Ditto could potentially be a good Heatran counter as well. Especially if I could get rid of the Air Balloon early, and if you were pecking Earth Power, I could counter you with that.
Yeah, I did think about that, which is why I didn't give myself Earth Power.
Yeah, I did notice that during the match, yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Speaking of match, I say we should get it started here. We start the True Titans, Starly,
it is Volbeat versus Lamplight.
Ooh, the Steel Terra.
Turn 1 Terra from Denny
the
here.
Protect.
With the Protect, very interesting.
Armando not terroring. I just wanted to scout out. I just want to scout out for what you were doing.
You were so cooked if I tail glowed though, is all I'm saying.
Once I realized you didn't go Terra Steel, I knew it was safe for Brave Bird. But the Rocky Helmet really added up.
Oh yeah, look at that damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Infestation gets the kill there.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, during team prep, I realized Starly was pretty screwed against Volbeat. I think how I did was pretty much the best performance I could hope to do. Is just the fact that you had Rocky Helmet was just the nail in my coffin.
Yeah.
And I decided to try countering Volbeat with Volbeat. And then I was like, yeah, no.
Makes sense.
I probably should have switched out, but like I wanted to Hypnosis to miss and be balling, but it didn't miss. So.
Yeah, but honestly, that probably worked. That probably worked in your favor because you just got to have Sleep Clause and stop me from sleeping anything else. Maybe against your Terra Dragon, I probably should have just gone for an Ice Beam there. I think.
It missed. So sad.
Yeah, that was a nice.
I mean, it wouldn't have done too much considering it was a Steel type.
But the confusion, it could have been worse. But yeah, I kind of just sacked Weezing there. I needed Heatran in here with his balloon intact.
Yeah, I thought Meta would be able to take one hit probably, so I just wanted to get rid of your Air Balloon as fast as possible, but alas, it was a one-shot. Then I went Ditto, and this is where I saw that, oh, you don't have...
Earth Power, yeah.
Oh, you don't have Earth Power, or yeah, but I was like, I think I could probably still do pretty decently here, but...
yeah, Heatran...
HP diff just made
yeah,
the difference.
Ditto copying everything but HP kind of messed you up there.
HP
Yeah, goodbye little Volbeat.
Yeah.
Volbeat did his job.
Yeah, and you just sacked Volbeat here.
He did his best.
But yeah, now it's kind of just GG. Shake my hand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because of your choice, Scarf.
Yeah.
If yeah, if it weren't for the choice scarf, I feel like I would have been able to deal well with Cleavor, but the scarf just makes it just snowball too much, and I'm just helpless now.
Yeah. The only way you were outspeeding me is if you ran Scarf, which I doubted you were gonna do.
Yeah, and you pretty much had confirmation that I wasn't one side used hypnosis earlier.
Mhm.
I just may as well figured I'll just try for para hacks here and hope.
For the death.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd get as much hacks off as possible with that.
Mhm. You gotta play to your win conditions, you know.
Garp Gur.
Grr.
Grr.
Yeah, overall, I mean, yeah, I could have done better. I feel I just lost to the better opponent here, and yes, people, I know I'm 0-5, but I feel like I've been starting to play better lately, at least.
Yeah, it's always hard going from doubles to singles because they're really entirely
Yeah.
different metas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as singles to doubles, but
My brain hurt.
yeah.
My brain go owie.
All right. Next up, what do we have? We have 11 versus Hunter here.
Where is Wario?
Not
Wario's
today. Not
counting
today, good
as
friend.
cash.
Not today.
Yeah, true. So anyway, we have Hunter's Wayward Weaviles coming in with Gligar, Iron Crowned, Raging Bolt, Great Tusk, Weavile, and Sylveon. Up against everyone's favorite Metronome brand team by Big Ike fan Big Guy, it's the ludicrous Lugias and Tornadus Therian, Magmortar, Gardevoir, Ursaluna, Big Aegis Piplup himself, Mew, and Lucario.
Yeah, a lot of heavy hitters from Hunter's side here, with
Yes.
Crown, Bolt, Weavile, and even Tusk, and then a decent defensive backbone as well with Eevee like Gligar. Sylveon can be pretty bulky, and Tusk can definitely have a bulky side to it as well.
Indubitably.
But yeah, I was kind of hoping 11 team prep, and I honestly believe we kind of cooked, and we had the tools to win. But you know, Hunter's just built different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this team is just so strong. I mean, and here we see the Gligar leading against Big Aegis Piplup.
The quick claw taunt.
Activates, and it goes for taunt. Stopping the Stealth Rocks. Well played turn 1 by Levin.
Getting
As
Stealth
Piplup
Rock
gets
of
his
his
own
own
rocks
here.
out. But Gligar does not care and just U-turns out into Weavile.
Yeah.
Oh, 11. What are you doing?
Goes out
No.
into the SpongeBob Sea Bear. Goodbye, leftovers.
Interesting,
And
no
Axel
Flame Orb.
Gets a crit on the first hit. And
Not like it matters anyway.
doesn't matter, but that just seals SpongeBob Sea Bear's fate. That's the first KO of the game. Out comes
Here's the
Lucario now.
Lucario.
As Gligar comes back in to face him.
Vacuum Wave, alright.
Won't do much. Big Aegis Piplup coming back in again, trying to get a taunt off, but it's too late. The rocks are already up. Quick Claw procs.
Another Quick Claw.
And it's Play Rough.
Play Rough, very
just
interesting.
not going to do that much into Gligar.
Yeah.
Which pivots out once again into back to Weavile. Pinchy comes
Pinchy
out.
the Lobster.
Pinchy goes
just
down.
Annihilated by that knockoff after those rocks chipped away.
Yeah, I believe Hunter said that specifically was the Life Orb that made the difference of knocking or going there.
Life Orb, yeah.
The Shadow Ball. Unfortunate, does not pick up the KO.
Yeah, and Life Orb does take down Weavile, so Levin is technically on the board.
None of
it's
his
heavy
Pokemon
duty.
are there, at least for
Oh no,
MVP.
never mind, not Boots. Raging Bolt beats up that Heat Wave like it's nothing in switches. I gotta say, very interesting seeing all the switches just not even caring about the stealth rocks.
Yeah. Draining is doing a lot.
Yeah, but Flash Cannon responds well.
Sure, yeah.
But Draining Kiss will also heal a lot back from the KO onto Lucario.
Yeah.
Big A just pipped up. Oh my god, almost picks up the KO too.
Oh, Psychic Fangs. Doing a lot of damage, and it lives the Draining Kiss.
The switch for differential.
Iron Crown switches in. No, we just see another Psychic Fangs. No metronomes yet this game from Levin.
Very interesting.
Switching back out to Mario 3 Genie. But that just
getting
lets Calm Mind set up.
Yeah, that might seal the deal here.
Hurricane just won't do it.
Yeah, there's
Track down Cutter. One hit, two hit, and the Pip and Biggie just Piplup is all that remains.
The Tachyon Cutter attacking on
into
twice.
the Stealth Rocks.
And it dies.
It falls down. R.I.P. Big E just Piplup. 2023 to 2024. GG's, as they say.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in how little Levin's been using metronome in his matches.
He said he's trying to get at least one win, so that makes sense.
I know. I think some metronome shenanigans, I think could get some sort of win out. Just some shenanigans that it's impossible to prep for from that.
Motor's kind of been the main metronome user because it gets Stellar, Terra Boost, and then whatever damage boost it gets from
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good effort from Levin or Big Ike fan, Big Guy. Yeah, well played by Hunter. Now this one was interesting.
Yes, we have Joe's team, the Drunken Dracovish, with Defense Deoxys, Primarina, Alolan Golem, Crocodile, Landform Shaman, and Jolteon, going up against Koro Sensei's Rain team with a bit of a new addition here, as we see Clodsire, Barraskewda, Pelipper, Arcaludon, Bellibolt, and Hatterene making an appearance now.
Interesting.
Instead of that usual Scizor.
Yeah, Hatterene's a pretty interesting choice. Probably for Gouging Fire, if I'd have to assume.
Yeah, but Gouging Fire wasn't even brought by Joe this time.
Makes sense. A Fire type wouldn't exactly bode well against a Rain team.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe possibly fearing Sunny Day. We have seen with Joe running Sunny Day on Jolteon before, so maybe that's a little bit of fearing Sis for Scizor.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's kind of just the battle of either getting the rain out or also taking advantage of the rain. Jolteon can fire off thunders of its own. Water gets boosted from Primarina. I guess we kind of see who takes advantage of it more here.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get this show on the road. As we see the lead of Deoxys Defense up against Clodsire.
Nightshade. Ooh.
Deoxys and Nightshade. Yeah, that's probably its most consistent damaging option.
Yeah, dealing that solid 100 damage. Pretty useful.
Yeah, both sides get their hazards out. Clodsire gets 2 layers of Toxic Spikes and is healing up from the Nightshade damage with the Black Sludge.
Very interesting that, as far as I remember, I don't think any of Joe's Pokemon here have hazard removal. So.
Yeah, a very interestingly passive beginning here from Joe, as we see.
Yeah.
Pelipper coming out needing a Nightshade now. Pelipper U-turns into Arcaludon, who only takes 16% from those 2 layers of spikes. And Nightshade does a decent chunk more, but it does activate stamina on Arcaludon. Not that Nightshade really matters for that. But Skill Swap from Deoxys! Incredible!
Oh my goodness.
Duraludon's Electro Shot just won't even do half.
That's kind of baller.
Yeah.
And there's that third layer of spikes.
With the Draco
Where
picks
Caledon
up.
Draco
the
Meteor does
Draco.
manage to seal the deal even through that. But Caledon does not have stamina anymore. Which is important to keep in
Unless
mind.
it switches.
Ooh, boots, Shaman.
Shaman comes in. Shaman does have heavy-duty boots, which boots could explain Joe's passive opening against Clodsire.
Yeah. Here's the sunny day.
Yep. Which leads right into a solar beam that takes out a good chunk of Hatterine's health. Hatterine does set up Calm Mind, but I'm not sure that's going to make a difference here.
Switching to Pelipper, smart.
Yeah.
Immediately switching the weather, not wanting to eat another other solar beams. And yeah, solar beam gets countered pretty well there.
Interesting.
So
Caledon
Caledon doesn't
back
take the
out.
spikes
But
well, it does kind of eat up the solar beam.
Yeah, Caledon does have stamina back now that it's switched out and back in.
Yeah.
But his health is getting low, and the sun is back up once again. Which is why, of course, Sensei went for Draco Meteor and not Electro Shot smartly.
Yeah. I mean, granted, grass does resist electric, so.
True, yeah. And Shaman's Earth Power will do in Duraludon. Both players have lost 1 mana apiece, as Pelipper continues this weather war going on, as Shaman immediately uses Sunny Day.
But he U-turns out. Very smart there.
Yeah. Of course, Sensei's doing a good job bringing Pelipper in only when needed to change the weather. But this Barraskewda is stuck in the sun right now.
Yeah, but it's gonna flip turn out, presumably into Pelipper. Yeah.
Yep.
And now Rain's back up for Koro. But seemingly no way out.
Pelipper also doesn't care about the spikes either. Primarina eats out a boatload of hazards there. And now, with Shaman down, Core Sensei is probably thinking to have the weather war locked up pretty nicely in his favor right now.
Yeah, very interesting reflect from Primarina here.
Yeah, Primarina's just such a versatile Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Very underrated, I feel. Bellybolt is a good matchup here, though. Primarina does manage to get that light screen, though.
The Parabolic Charge.
That'll heal up a chunk of the spikes damage, and Primarina is getting whittled away by that poison.
Yeah.
Return does manage to get a crit, but that just charges up Electromorphosis. But Crocodile really likes being in here against Bellybolt.
Block off makes good sense here.
Yes, staying in. Yes, it is staying in. His Crocodile does get a bulk up buff. Oh, but Core Sensei read an attack coming for another slack off. To the switch out to
The
Pelipper.
Scale Shot?
Crocodile using Scale Shot? What?
Scale Shot is crazy. Oh, but it doesn't get the kill.
Joe never ceases to surprise, I gotta say.
Yeah, even with the 5 hits, presumably from loaded dice.
Yeah. Pelipper
isn't
switches back out to Bellybolt, but the miss on that Scale Shot is big.
That miss is so unfortunate.
The rain has ended for now, so Pelipper switches back in to reset it, probably for the last time. And it is with that rock slide. This game really could go either way at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Reflect has just worn off, and Crocodile's 1 turn of poison away from going down. Primarina is pretty low health and poison too. It doesn't matter anyway. Barraskewda picks up the kill. Joe just sacking Crocodile there, realizing it was already done for. Primarina's on her last legs as well. Just that liquidation. Now it's just down to Golem and Jolteon. 2 electric types, which sets up Clodsire really well here for the end game. Especially as Golem goes full Terra Electric.
Earthquake.
Lives to do 1 attack.
Creation, yeah. Barraskewda goes down, but I just think with Core Sensei having Clodsire in the back here, it's just Core Sensei's in a really advantageous position. Setting up Bellybolt first, getting as much damage done first before Cloud needs to come out, which I like as well.
Fairy Terra, very good there from Koro.
Yeah, let's eat up that Earthquake. Get a slack off, and that poison is just counting down.
Rah! He exploded!
Oh, goes! Boom! Goodbye, Bellybolt!
That's
now it's
crazy.
Just Jolteon against Clodsire now.
Boots Jolteon? Oh no, not Boots Jolteon. It's just taking a while.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Jolteon.
Oh, the weather ball! No! It didn't pick up the
Weather ball's
Clodsire
KO!
crazy, but it's
lives.
not enough.
I really like the weather ball tech there, though.
Yeah, with the combination of
50%. Clodsire was also able to recover enough that without a crit, yeah, Clodsire survives. And it's just gonna.
yeah.
Is it just gonna Toxic Stall out here?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
rain
but now the
ended
weather
though.
ball's gone here.
Yeah, that time Core Sensei is benefited by the rain not being up now.
Yeah.
And Poison is just slowly whittling away at this Jolteon, which just isn't able to do enough damage to Clodsire now that the rain's down. And Earthquake will finish the deal.
That's crazy. Joe taking this isn't his first loss, right?
No, his
No.
second, but still a major upset coming in here,
Yeah, for
nonetheless.
sure.
The weather ball tech is crazy.
Yeah.
But Clodsire is just not afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very close game and very well played from both teams, I think. There's just so many insane tech. The explosion. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Okay, so here we go with Clash of Titans, two very strong teams that have been seeing a good amount of success here. We have the undefeated, currently top of the standings team, which is JMS's New York Glimets, and they are riding in with the usual group of six: Hisuian Samurott, Baxcalibur, Iron Valiant, Zapdos, Chi-Yu, and Excadrill. Still waiting to see that Glimmet come out, JMaz. Just saying.
yeah,
Frugus
we
too.
need to see the babies. Yeah.
Yeah, and going against them, we have M's Baneful Bayonets rocking out strong with Gliscor, Iron Treads, Terrakion, Iron Bundle, Toxapex, and Poltegeist.
Yeah, Terrakion's, I think, first debut for this week.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense a lot.
HEDL debut. Yeah.
Has Poltegeist seen any games yet?
I think so.
I think it
Could
has
be
at least
wrong,
one. I feel like. But Terrakion definitely hasn't.
No, this is its debut.
Oh, it's a double debut.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
You know,
Double debut coming from M here.
I'm pulling out all the stops here to try and put an end to JMaz's winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how these two very strong teams kind of clash it out here.
Indeedy.
NDD Male as King Frost Iron Bundle comes out here. Turning a...
Yeah, booster energy immediately being consumed to give it a special attack boost.
Ooh,
As it goes
going-
up against Hisuian Samurott, and that freeze dry deals a lot there. Daniel 1018 does want a good clean fight here.
Yeah, come on. We can't have any cheating here. We can't have
Yeah.
we don't
And
condone
the mighty
cheating in HDL. That's all I'm saying.
and the mighty Hisuian Samurott, who's beat so much havoc through this draft league, does go down without being able to do that much to Iron Bundle. Now we have Toxapex against Excadrill now. Turn 3.
The Baneful Bunker.
Baneful Bunker does block Earthquake.
Yeah.
Good to note that no poison though. I mean, not like
Yeah.
Excadrill would be poisoned due to the fact that it is part steel.
Yeah, it is a steel type. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Earthquake is looking to be a 2-hit KO here.
Yeah.
Hence the switch out to Gliscor. Well done, Switch. And Excadrill is now having to deal with Infestation. I
Ooh,
know
here
he's
comes
back out.
Excalibur.
here.
Or Baxi. Sword Stance comes.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
We're
no,
going-
Armando with the
that dragon
disrespect in
dance.
chat.
I was right, but not for, for who I thought.
Oh.
Yeah, trying this
Excalibur.
cut out. But yeah, no, Earthquake not being a contact move.
Excalibur is a big beef behemoth right now.
Big meaty men doing big meaty men things.
And that Glaive Rush will annihilate Toxapex. Right out of the way. Baxcalibur does have to deal with the after effects though, but even still, an earthquake is still enough to take out Iron Treads.
Yeah. It's just so fast at this point.
Yeah. Can't reckon fail the
So
beast.
strong.
No! Another glaive match comes out. Our big beef behemoth is dealing damage! Iron Bundle comes out trying desperately to stop the terror, but Godzilla is too strong. Can a teapot stop this beast? No!
No.
Oh no.
It all comes down to Gleiscore.
Yeah, Bats has Icicle Spear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just one hit of Icicle Spear after those Dragon Dances is enough to do Gleiscore in, and what a sweep from James's Baxcalibur after the Baneful Bandits got off to a promising start dealing with Samurai. Baxcalibur just wow.
Yeah, with two
Bats
very bold
Caliber
dragon
is
dances.
a beast. Yeah.
Very scary, mon. All I'm saying is, if Chirakian was running Endure Custap Berry, it's all over for Excalibur, is all I'm saying. Actually, I don't even know if it gets Endure.
good now.
But yeah, Excalibur just a very scary mon to fight against. Which is why it's an OU.
Without a doubt. It's not no you anymore. It's not no you anymore.
No, it
That
fell
guy
off.
hasn't been OU since the DLC, bro.
Oh, he fell off so hard. But that's why we have drafts, so he can come back. He's technically OU on J.
What are you talking about?
Scale shot.
Scale shot, icicle spear, loaded dice with a Alolan Ninetales, dude. That's all I'm saying. Ice body, sub, SD, you win. You win.
GG, shake my hand.
There's a reason why this guy's in Uber.
Uber,
No,
more
no.
like poober.
He fell off. He fell off.
Maybe. Now we've got a very interesting fight here for some different reasons than the others. We have the debut of Ethan Cloud X taking over the Long Island Gastrodons in honor of our fallen comrade Micah Jewel versus Marcus Awkward
It's resurgent anthem here.
No, he got his anthem last week. Raw.
Oh, true, yeah.
He doesn't get another
Okay,
anthem.
so cut out that I said that then.
No, you live with your mistakes. And we'll see which player here is going to live with their mistake.
I have to live with my mistakes in the draft analysis video. You have to live with your mistakes here.
Then what's the point of editing?
No! You're going to live with your
Editing?
mistakes.
What's that?
What is editing? Let's take a deep dive into the process of editing next week, because we already did our bit for this week.
Very well then, as we see the rose-tinted lenses coming in with Coquevo, Volcarona, King Gambit, Garganacko. I think I've been going back and forth between the two pronunciations every time there. Vivian, Landorus Incarnate. Up against our new pilot, Ethan Cloud X, and the Long Island Gastrodons, Charizard, Walking Wake, Oregon 2, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Gastrodon, I almost said Shellos, and Overcon Hearthflame. You know what? I want to... Next time Mike Jules in the draft league, I want him to draft Shellos instead of Gastrodon.
I mean, Shellos maybe go crazy? Can it run Fear Strat? Maybe?
Alright, here's the real question I've been dying to ask here. Where do you stand on this match here? Where do you stand?
You're not supposed to stand on it!
Oh.
I will stand on it as I please. There is no Pro Controller in sight.
Okay, but who would remind you that it's a school night?
What do you mean?
It's not Porygon 2, that's him.
Okay, and we are back.
My friend, we never left.
That's what you think.
Why did you turn into Batman? so scary like Batman. The walking wake on Ethan's team. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling very tired all of a sudden. But yeah, walking wake, Ursaluna, kind of scary. Oh, my stats are failing. But yeah, Ethan has some very scary Pokemon courtesy of Jewel's drafting.
Yeah.
Maybe we get to see him use just a little bit differently than Jewel tended to use them. But Marcus, Marcus got those setup sweepers.
There could also be there could also be some growing pains of Ethan being kind of thrown into this, having to get used to the team, playing in the format and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see how it goes.
All right.
It is showtime. As we see Landorus and Porygon 2 coming out.
Oh, speaking of stat
Oh,
being
that
raised,
is-
oh my goodness. Oh, he's dead.
A nice ice beam coming from
that's a
Porygon
nice
2.
team.
And
Uh-oh.
out comes Vivian from Marcus, and it's
Aw.
Ghost Terra, and it gets the sleep powder off.
Yeah, this is not going to prove well for Ethan if he doesn't know how to deal with it. You get Ogerpon here. Vivian goes to the predictable Core Dance here.
Sorry, I was late on that. Yeah, down goes Ogerpon to Hurricane. Walking Wake storms out of the gate.
The flip turn.
Flip turn from Walking Wake here.
Yeah,
But-
Hurricane just picks up the KO.
Yeah. This Vivian's looking primed for her for possibly its second sweep. See how it goes into Wake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Oko's
okay.
Wake.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and
In comes Sleeping Porygon 2 here, and he
Yeah, we'll
gets
take a
a
second
quick
quick
answer
come up.
insult.
But he's back.
But Porygon has woken up.
Paralysis.
This one
Yeah.
just won't do enough.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
is paralyzed. And Porygon 2 is a bulky boy, so it will live that even with 2.5 times special attack on Vivian.
Yeah. Oh, the para will be killed.
On
Oh, it
goes
is.
the beast.
It has been slain.
I'm thinking
Speaking of
Bloodmoon had the
slain,
best
oh
bet
my
next to
god.
Mind's Eye. But it's Coquavel's time to shine now.
Here
Gastron
comes
switches
the
in.
Long Island
but
Gastrodon here.
It is not a water type move, but instead a ground type move, dealing a healthy chunk of Gastrodon's HP. Down it goes. Quavel's defenses are pretty shot right now, though, but it does get the Moxie boost.
Yeah, Denny, did you
And
just
Porygon
say
2's not
close
gonna
combat
outspeed
was a ground type move?
If I did, I meant to say fighting then.
You're good.
And out comes Blood Moon as Ethan's last bastion of defense
Yeah, no. No.
will fall.
It is not living up +1 close combat.
Yeah, you got through one wall of Vivian and then
As they say in the
Yeah.
business, G's.
Yeah. You get through one, and then there's another setup sweeper coming right at you from the next.
and then
the lane,
Coquavo goes down and
like
here
Marcus
comes
seen.
Volcarona. Oh my goodness. That wasn't funny.
Yeah, it's too much. It's
Okay,
too much
yeah.
for
Okay,
to
yeah.
handle, unfortunately.
But yeah, it happens. I think it'll take a bit, but I think Ethan can definitely grow into this team. Maybe pick up the first win for
Yeah, yeah.
the
Oh, yeah, definitely. I
Gastrodons.
mean, besides we're already there, I mean, the opening play with that Porygon 2 was really good.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. However, I will place some of the blame on Marcus for just nasty plotting in the face of Porygon there.
No one expects the Ice Beam.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess when you see Porygon 2, you don't really expect, like, big damage to be coming out of it.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Speaking of
And
big damage, though.
Now we have our final match of the game, the Duel of the Roommates. We have Swampus's Persona Furret with Furret, Leafeon, Galarian Moltres, Uxie, Iron Boulder, and Roaring Moon going up against Skeletino Skeletor Superstars and Dragapult, Garchomp, Thundersterian, Tinkaton, Titan, and Dondozo. The usual 6 for Scalachino here, but Swamp Boss coming out with a bit of a new group.
Yeah, Roaring Moon's finally here. Is back. Maybe we can expect it to maybe pick up a KO this time.
Yeah, and Galarian Moltres is here as well. It's interesting seeing G Moltres and Moon on the same draft team.
Yeah.
Seems like it could be like a little bit of overlap there, I guess. To special versus physical, though.
Mhm. Man, an Iron Boulder is also not something we should ignore because that thing is kind of a monster. I would say it'd be really fast, but there's a Dragapult.
Yeah, nothing's faster than Dragapult.
Yeah. Except for it with Quick Claw. Yeah. No.
But hey, I mean, we could see an Iron Boulder being set up really well for the late game if Swamp Boss can manage to get rid of that Dragapult.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of getting that done. I think Moon and Moltres are probably the best bets for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let the battles begin, as they say.
Oh my god, I love half of the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack in Smash 4.
Is this a peace offering? Spikes? Oh, the sunny day.
They're also interesting that it's loaded dice on Garchomps, as both players up to set up turn 1.
Yeah.
But that kind of plays in Swamp Boss's hands with Tidy up there.
Ah, but you sent right back out.
But Dragon
Oh,
Tail
but
immediately gets rid
Sleepyon!
of the boost.
That's exactly what he
Wizard
wanted.
The Beast Simpson. Solar Blade comes right in, won't pick up the Oko, and takes some rough skin damage,
Oh,
but deal a hefty
goodbye.
amount of health. Dragon Tail sends it right back out into Iron Boulder, using up its quirk, using up its booster energy. Probably at a time Swamp Boss doesn't want that out.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, and there it
Especially
goes.
when that can happen.
It was faster, but
So
not
there's a
enough.
hope for a good late game sweeper, but Dragon Tail had other ideas.
Yeah, it does
He
finally
can
pick
roll
up the
revenge
KO,
kill,
though.
but take out another chunk of its health from Rough Skin there too. And the
Uh-huh.
sunlight is gone for now. And out comes Pult now that Boulder's gone.
Focus Ash.
And Pult,
Focus Ash here.
yeah. And
Oh,
Dragon
Dragon
Dart
Dart's
Oh!
picking up the
will
KO. Oh,
no, Bert lives at 1%.
Built different!
The,
Oh.
the crazy roll.
So it takes 3 Dragon Darts instead of the usual 2 there.
One more child
And you turn
unnecessarily
into
thrown
the
into
Bozo.
turret.
The sun is back up thanks to Yuxi. Heat Rock, maybe?
Yeah, interesting to see 2 Sunsetters come from
Yeah, I could see
Swamp
Yuxi
Boss
maybe
here.
running something like Heat Rock here.
Yeah, I guess it does
Very
make
well
sense with
possible.
Solar Blade
Ooh,
and Roaring
Psychic
Moon.
Fangs.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know Dragapult got that. That's crazy. See an SD from Leafeon here. But the Dragon Darts.
Yeah, I mean, even with that Swords Dance, you still got to get something out of it. And when the Dragapult that outspeeds you's on the other side,
Yeah.
Memento!
toughy.
Memento here.
Going for the sack play to nerf this monstrosity.
Oh, it's smart. You can force it out, maybe
No,
get a
see
Dragon
Roaring
Dance
Moon.
up? Maybe?
Yeah, this is a good match. Moon does also have a pretty solid matchup into Dragapult, I would think.
Dragon Dance? Are you faster, though?
Yeah.
There's the dance.
You are, but the
Yes,
sash!
you are. That
Oh,
the
right, the
sash is
sash.
massive, though.
And
And
we
down
see the
goes
Dragon
Moon.
Darts, yeah.
Will Galarian Moltres be able to finish the job? Or will
Roaring
it
Moon
fall
going
to this
3-0
dragon?
here in terms of games brought to kills.
Ooh.
That
Taking it
Dragon Dart
very well.
Does not do much to Galarian Moltres.
Very interesting agility.
Yeah, I think he could have just picked up the knockout right there.
Yeah. With
Oh!
a fiery wrath or something.
Or really, like, any
Yeah,
move
like
that
we
could
see a
hit
fiery
Dragapult.
wrath.
Yeah.
I mean, Dragapult was at 1 HP. Any move would have gotten you a KO.
That's
And
unfortunate.
the
Didn't pick up
Titan
the KO.
takes the Moltres down, and that is game.
I am interested in this naming scheme.
Yeah, I think it's some
Teammates,
kind of
friends. To
copy
hell with that.
pasta.
Why am I inferior to you? I was extremely
Oh.
roaring moon.
Roaring Moon.
Roaring Moon.
I don't know if that's intentional or not.
I was extremely
Either
roaring
way,
moon.
it's hilarious. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I'm gonna go out on a limb and make a guess on the off chance that was intentional for anti-joke humor, which I
Yeah.
respect.
It worked. I find it very amusing.
So I looked it
Wrong,
up.
do not tell me.
I knew this. I knew this. These quotes sounded familiar. They are Akechi's from Persona 5.
Ah.
Oh, I want to see that point in the game when he says, I was extremely roaring moon.
Yeah. And if I'm wrong on this being a very intentional anti-joke, please do not tell me. I am happier believing in this guess.
I think we're all a little extremely roaring moon inside of us all, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's not?
Yeah. Yeah, some interesting.
And those are the matches
what's
from
it
week
called?
5. Let's take a look at
Preparation
how
there.
things stand.
Let me change something real quick. Okay. Alright, standings. For this
Yeah,
week.
here we are seeing still the New York Lamets, the Judgment Day, and Phoenix Proteans still remain undefeated with a two-way tie at the top between Jamez and Daniel for that top spot.
Yeah.
Armando's looking behind just
My
only 3
differential!
points of differential,
Rah!
and Hunter's also right behind them with only 1 loss coming in week 3 as well. Meanwhile, at the bottom, on the other hand, 3 undefeated teams. Me, myself, and I with the Magikarp Mayhem, the Long Island Gastrodons, and Persona Furret, still searching for their first win. All also tied in differential with -18 as well. Also at -18
How that
is...
managed to happen was actually insane.
Yeah, and...
even Levin has a -18.
Yeah,
And he won a game.
sitting right above the bottom 3 with 1 win, also has that same differential.
Absolutely insane. What
Built
the
different. Built different.
Yeah,
hell?
and also... And meanwhile, Marcus's rose-tinted lenses are remaining at the very edge of the playoff bubble here with an exactly even differential, putting him in the playoffs above M's Bateful Bennett by a tiebreaker difference of 1 differential point.
That's...
1 KO more gives Marcus the last playoff spot.
Yeah, M kind of fumbled hard against J-Maz, unfortunately, so if she did even a bit better, Marcus would be sitting in 9th right now.
Yeah, although just 1 KO is being all the difference here in who's making the playoffs and who's not as of the end of week 5 should make for a very intriguing race going forward with how close these differentials are.
Oro is also dangerously close to the bottom as well with that +1 differential.
Yeah. This will be a very interesting bubble to watch play out.
Yeah.
But for the MVPs this week, we have a new champion.
Yes,
Weavile.
Hunter's Weavile has made the top with being the first mon in this season to reach 10 kills, with James' Iron Valiant, Joe's Gouging Fire, and Marcus's Vivian all being tied with 9 KOs. Interestingly, though, Weavile is our champion, but is not our leader by differential due to having 5 deaths versus Iron Valiant 0 and Gouging Fire's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gouging Fire and Vivian were also each brought to 1 fewer game than their competitors at the top.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
The thing is that kills matter way more when it comes to being an MVP,
Yeah.
so differential only makes a tiebreaker.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was an interesting quirk to point out there.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, just also, yes, Iron Valiant hasn't died once, but it does have one more game played than Gouging Fire and Vivian, who are tied with it in kills. So very interesting race at the top of MVP to look at here.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Also, the top 4 are now from 4 separate players as well.
This really
Yeah,
is the
a
top
lot.
4 of all time. Weaver, Iron Valley, and Gouging Fire, Vivian.
Vivian
Vivian's
built different,
big.
dude.
Yeah, it's been performing great, really proving its worth as a second-round pick in this draft.
Yeah, we might have to terrorban this guy. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna have to terrorban him next time around.
Honestly,
I'm
maybe.
not sure if that's necessarily even the reason.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable giving this guy terror either way.
Yeah, kind of a monster. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe we can see some other monsters creeping up here.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
Yastra
possibly.
and Annihilate sitting back
Yeah.
to back.
Those two possibly, Baxcalibur and his 2 in Samurai from JMez are still staying up there as well, and Core Sensei's Barrascuda and Skeletino's Dragapult, along with M's Gliscor, are also creeping up. They're breaching the 7-kill threshold.
Mhm.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just still surprised to see Masquerade this high. Its 5 kills are from the first game, and it hasn't gotten anything since.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's only been brought to 2. Well, same with Armando Salamence. Also has 5 kills, 2 games.
Sedge. But he will get his vengeance, maybe.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, mayhaps, perchance.
Yeah,
But,
and what matches are we looking forward to next week?
Yeah, looking into next week.
Oh.
Let's see. Ooh, we got the clash
Ooh,
of
Daniel
the
versus J-Man.
It's the top 2
The top-
tussle
the
here.
top seeds here so
Yes,
far.
these two
Beavers
teams are
and
tied
Ass.
for first place as of right now, but one of them will be taking their first loss guaranteed this week.
That will be a battle for the ages. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god, we got a lot of interesting matches. Hunter versus Joe?
Yeah, also,
That's kind of crazy.
yeah,
actually.
I was about to highlight that one next. In Armando, you versus Koro Sensei.
Look, Coral's team is scary.
especially with the battle for the top of the standings, with one of your 2 closest competitors being guaranteed to take a loss. If you win this against Koro Sensei, this could be a big opportunity for you to get right back up there.
Please, I just need to not fumble
Another
my
interesting
differential.
matchup. Another interesting match I'll point out is Levin versus Ethan. That one will be
Oh.
another battle of the ages there.
Yeah.
Seeing if maybe Ethan can pick up a win in Jules' honor.
Ethan looking for his first win. Levin hoping for win number 2 of the season. Yeah, and also looking for the first win. Swamp Boss is going to be up against Marcus, and I'm up against M. And as a reminder, Marcus and M are 1 differential point separated in fighting for that final playoff spot. So with both of them facing 2 of us looking for a first win, this race could get even more interesting depending on how things play out here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, last but not least, Aaron versus
Skeletino could
Skeletino.
also be interesting as well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, every
Two
match
players of
there's something at
pretty
stake here.
similar skill level there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think actually all these matches are pretty close. And
Yeah.
who could win here? And a lot of exciting matches to look forward to for next week coming up.
Yeah, this
Shizzle.
might be one of the best weeks so far,
Yeah.
depending on how it shapes out.
You gotta
Yeah,
make
week
sure
6 could
to
be
stay
huge.
tuned in for this banger week coming
Tuned in and locked on.
to our next
I don't
funny
even know
bit.
what I'm
maybe.
saying anymore. Remember the water.
Remember the pepper.
If you watch the short, you'll know what we're talking about.
And even if you don't, you should still remember the water. Water's good for you.
And the pepper.
And the pepper. Very good spice.
Remember what water did to you.
And remember,
and
I am extremely
anyway,
Roaring Moon.
yes. Yes. This is Extremely Roaring Moon, collectively signing off. See ya.
Have a good week.
Goodbye.